Hello, hello, hello. So welcome to my new channel. As most of you know, if you do follow me on Twitch or watch me, I'm generally known for playing most FPSs. Excuse me. FPS is pretty much all I do, and if I'm not doing that, I'm generally hanging out and just chatting to you guys. In my spare time, I play a lot of sim games. Most recently, the last couple of months, a lot of Transports Fever 2. Ironically, I found this about a year into its release, and I've played a lot of sim games over the years, from SimCity, Skylines, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, etc, etc, and I really love them, and I really love playing them in my downtime. So I was really shocked when I found a couple of videos on YouTube of people playing this, and I was like, why have I never found this? And then once I got started with it, once I did it, I couldn't put it down. So most of the time when I'm not streaming now and I do have a bit of time to myself, I'm generally playing a lot of this. I found a lot of different YouTubers, found a lot of inspiration for my own sort of builds. And I've generally sort of been messing about with a lot of the mods as well. I'm a big fan of, and I'm not sure if this is because of where I live and my childhood, I'm a big fan of sort of the mid to early sort of 2000s trains. You're going to have to forgive me of my knowledge of trains. All I can remember is styles and what they look like and what I enjoyed as a child. And I think it was like sort of the crossover from the sort of the Intercity to the Virgin, when Virgin first took on the, is it the Midland Main Line? That and the I think it was London Midland or Silverlink at the time, I can't remember as well, but I'm a big sort of fan of that sort of style. I'm not sure why. I think they looked a little bit meaner with the drivetrain at the back and the sort of slanted sort of coach at the front. I really like that. So I'm probably going to use a lot of that, especially in the early times of this sort of build. And forgive me as I babble on as well. What else are we going to be doing? So basically, this series is going to be me in my spare time. Basically, I'm going to do a time lapse of my spare time. Wow, how exciting. So basically, I'm going to be doing my own sort of inspired UK railway network with a little bit of planes and a little bit of buses, linking that up. I'm going to be taking inspiration from certain sort of intersections that I like, certain junctions that I really like, and maybe putting my own sort of spin on them. Again, because I live in Milton Keynes, I used to travel into London a lot as a child with my mother to do shopping trips, basically get dragged around London while she buys shoes, basically. So I used to really enjoy the approach into London Euston. So we're probably going to kick off with that. I'm going to build sort of my own version of Euston using the mods available. And I will use a lot of sort of, how could you put it, creative license on the approach as well. I'm probably going to add some more extra lines in just for the flow of the trains to keep traffic to a minimum and any hold-ups. So you will see a lot of creative license from it. But in general, I'm going to try and keep it not really close, using sort of that sort of approach as sort of my inspiration, basically, and then changing it on that. Today's episode is basically a time-lapse of me building my own version of Euston and the approach, messing about with some terrain, and just doing that. This is my first recorded video. I will request that you excuse the slight blurriness as I zoom in and out the game. I'm not sure what that was as I was recording. I'm going to look into that for future episodes and see what's going on there. But please excuse that. And I've also got a mod that's hanging up my platform building as well, which is driving me insane. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy the time lapse. So let's get started.